our good friend Paul, in 2 Corinthians 12, I think it's verse 9, he says he prayed 3 times. And I like that verse. I like what he said. Because number one, he begins with I. He had a problem, and it's something that he just couldn't get accomplished. And he, at this time, was a man who was after God's own heart. He was a man who cleaned his life up, and he was a man who was going ahead doing the work of the Lord. But he was still incomplete. And he begins the analysis of his problem with I. I wish that we all would begin with I. Sometimes when we have an issue going on, we don't begin with I. We say he, she, them, they, it. All these other things, and we don't deal with the I. He said that it was a messenger sent to buffet him by the enemy to keep him humble so he wouldn't exalt himself. Paul prayed all he could. He gave everything he had to solve this problem. He did it without leaving anything out. He threw everything he could at this problem, but couldn't get it done. And he brought it to the Lord, and God said no. Sometimes we are praying for a thing and God is going to say no. And God said to Paul that my grace is sufficient. The bottom of the word grace is charis. It's like charisma. It's joy. God is saying, I am that which will give you joy. And the antidote, the fix for your situation is the joy of the Lord. It is that I know we think about grace as being unmerited favor. It is. We don't deserve anything, especially joy. But you can be given everything on earth and yet still be miserable. The Lord's giving you something better. People use the word shalom, alam alaikum, we say peace, but God is going beyond that and giving joy. You can have peace and still be satisfied, just be calm with it, just be serene, but joy might be missing. God says, I'm going to go above and beyond what you thought necessary in whatever is your problem. So God doesn't fix the thing. God's not going to fix everything going on with you. Sometimes God's no is a better yes. And God gave Paul a better yes. And your better yes is waiting for you. You just have to listen to the Lord. Take some time to be quiet. Listen, he's telling you what he's going to do. That even though you have a thorn in your side, even though you're failing at the same thing over and over, even though you can't see a way out, if you just confess that it's you standing in the need of prayer and ask the Lord, he will remind you that you already have it. You just need to embrace his joy, embrace the blessings that he's given you, and watch your life be turned around.